Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We've got a jam-packed video for you today. Actually, I don't even know what's going to be in this video yet, but I do know we are going to take you a place where we've never taken you before, so stay tuned to find out. Right now we're doing a one-time job that we thought it would be fun to bring you along for, so come on, let's go. This video is sponsored by Major Dairy AI Services Limited.
So we're not so sure what's going on with the lack of defrosting this freezer over here is, but I think if the ice is pushing your freezer up 2 inches,
it's probably not working so good.
You should either chip the ice out, or if you don't own the freezer like us, get your meat out. See that labeling job?
Nice.
I think it's ours. So we got that. Burgers?
Yeah.
Oh, those are all mine.
Yeah.
They're not.
I think they're ours.
I have my name on them.
They're ours, right, Kai? They're everybody's.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be good. What's that?
Ground beef.
I think we will transfer boxes.
Ground beef.
So for the last year and a half since we split this farm into two, we've been with Eddie's brother's family and Eddie's parents splitting a cow. So typically what we'll do is if we have a heifer that is not developing properly or not getting bred, or for whatever reason
Not getting pregnant.
not getting pregnant, or for whatever reason isn't working out, then we'll send her to butcher and then collect the meat. We'll get the cuts that we like and then split it 3 ways between Eddie's brother and his family, Eddie's parents, and us. And we don't have extra freezer space at home, so we've been storing our meat here since there's plenty of freezers here. As you can see, fully functioning, nicely defrosted freezers. Anyway, we could have easily came and you don't have to put the empty box back in there. Our sister-in-law sent us a message asking if we were interested in a freezer about the third of this freezer's size, and we took that as a hint that they wanted our meat out of their freezers. So we bought the freezer, and now we're coming to get our meat and have it at home, which will be nice, just because I mean we've been out of ground beef for a couple of weeks. We've both been here, just you forget to pick it up, and so it'll be nice to be able to
I kind of forgot about this one.
have our meat at home. Hopefully we do have enough room. We'll figure it out. You're right, we have to. There's 3 actually. There's 3 cats. Now it's time to take you where we've never taken you before. And that you really don't want to go, but we're going to show you anyway. Our farmhouse basement. We live in a very old farmhouse, so for those of you who have never seen an old farmhouse basement, this is what it's like. I'm bringing a light bulb because there's a light out down there. Here it is. And there we go. So this is the new freezer we got. And we have a, what do you call this? Dehumidifier that runs as often as we empty it. So we try to empty it every day and get a lot of water in this basement. So we have our freezers up on, what do you call those?
Cinder blocks.
Cinder blocks.
But if we keep on top of the dehumidifier and the sump pump doesn't have issues, which the sump pump is fine, it's the float that sometimes sticks. And if that happens with a spring, and it's a spring thaw or whatever, we can get water sitting in here. But if we stay on top of it, it actually stays pretty tidy. Like, look at it, it's dry.
Yeah. Except for over in that corner, but.
So for us, it serves its purpose. We got our freezers down here. A couple of other little things. Our furnace does sit up a couple inches on blocks in case we get water down here, then it's not going to get damaged. But yeah, it's an old farmhouse basement. It's good for storing some things and sending the kids down here when they're bad.
If you've never done this and you have kids, I highly recommend it. Little yogurts, and then you put a popsicle stick through the top, and then they're awesome little popsicles. Got it done, so I'll show you what I came up with. So this freezer is like layered to the max with milk crates, and then I have these cardboard flat pieces to just hold the rest of the stuff on top, and then random stuff in there. And then the other freezer, purely meat, so it's filled with all kinds of different meat. Yeah. I think that should work well. Thanks for coming along with us and seeing how we handle our meat situation. And yeah, we'll see what else we get up to this week. It is a beautiful sunny day out today. It's still a little chilly, but it is beautiful. And Eddie is in the heifer barn cleaning it out. I'm gonna let him tell you his process on that, but I'm gonna come film it. And I honestly don't know his process. I've never done it myself. But yeah, he'll fill you in and we'll see what he's up to. So Eddie's taking that straw bale through around the back of the barn, and he's going to bring it in through a back door around our mid-size heifers to bed up the straw pack. Do you ever have them escape when you do that?
Once or twice.
Okay.
Sure, once. I think twice.
He actually came in a different door than I thought he was going to. He came in this door. I thought he was going to come through the door back there. Shows you how little I know about this process. But here he's coming back again. Sorry, the lighting's kind of... So he just dropped the forks and now I think he's gonna go clean it. Let's go see. Are you cleaning the skid steer now?
No, I'm gonna bed the heifers and then I'll wash the skid steer off.
Okay. You don't fan that bale out with the skid steer?
No.
Oh.
I don't.
You have to get half of the bale pushed down?
To that other pen. And I can't do that with the skid steer and open gates and not get cattle next time.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what's your process on how you normally do this?
Every other day, I bed these 2 pens up, the big calves, and when I'm cleaning the heifers out, that's when I bring a bale in, because that's the easiest way to get a bale in with the skid steer. And then I spread it out with a pitchfork, because I need 1 bale for the 2 pens, so it doesn't really work to spread it out with the skid steer, because I got to open a gate and be here to make sure the calves don't get out. So that's what I'm doing. The bale's gonna blow up right.
Looks really dry.
Yeah, it's really fine. And the heifers like that. Fuck the car up. Get out of there. Then I open this gate up. Well, I don't open it up, but I unchain it. Then I start working. So I try to get half of the bale up in front of the gate. If I don't spread it out a bit, then they do spread it out a bit themselves, but you'll end up with too much right here.
Right.
Nothing on the outer edge to the pen.
So if you're new here and you're observant, you might notice that some of the heifer numbers are really high, like in the thousands, and some are just in the double digits. So the reason for that is we raise our own heifers and also Eddy's brother Dave's heifers. So Eddy's brothers are the higher numbers, is their calves from the family farm that's been going on for now 3 generations. And ours are the 2-digit numbers that are just starting. We just started, well, I guess we're coming up on 2 years now, so those are ours. How old are these heifers in this group and that group?
Oh, these ones are maybe 8 months.
8 months?
Those ones are maybe 9 or 10.
Okay.
I usually don't have enough to finish this pen, so then when I fed the 2 little pens over there, they don't need a full straw bale, and then I'll kick some of that into here to get the far edge of the pen.
So do you do that, are you going to do that today or you do that on the opposite days?
Sometimes opposite days. The little ones only need straw maybe every 4 days. So.
Okay. So in this pen here, all the calves are the same age, but you can see pretty easily that the higher number calves are a bit bigger than the lower number calves. So Dave's calves of the same age are bigger than our calves, and these are the first calves out since first calves that have been raised from birth on Dave's automatic calf feeder. So that goes to show that it's a good investment, basically. And ours are a little scruffier because they are raised outside fully, whereas Dave's have been inside, so their coats are a bit different, but it's clear to see that his are bigger, and we just found that really interesting. Piper, you just got water in my boot. This does have us, you know, contemplating 3 times a day calf feeding.
Yeah, we know more milk is better for calves. And that's the one nice thing about raising your own heifers. If you put more into it, you'll get more out of it.
Yeah, so
you can have a better milking herd if you do a really good job with raising your own heifers. Then it's worth doing. If you're not going to do a good job raising heifers, then don't put the thousands of dollars into every head raising them yourself. You might.
Our calves get 8 liters of milk a day, and these ones, I don't know if they all definitely got 12 liters a day, but they have the option to get 12 liters a day on the robot calf feeder, I believe. Is it 12?
Yeah, or more.
12 or more.
That is.
So yeah, we're pretty impressed by this calf here and this one. So yeah, just very interesting. And we feed them all, like we're on the same grain protocol, so that's not different. I think we feed the same type of milk replacer.
Yeah.
Same brand, if not the exact same blend.
Yeah. Some of these were from the robot calf feeder too.
Yeah, like this one. Look at this one. It's so round compared to 45 there.
Yeah. This one's more comparable to his, but even that one, like, it's a little smaller but very round and shiny. And then look at this one, 43.
Oh, we got a red one.
Dave does.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, he got a red one.
From Rimrock. I figured it'd be Ranger Red, Red Bull.
And 46 there is quite a bit smaller, even than 45 it looks like.
Yeah, 46 is October 4. He doesn't have the dates in his, but I did look them up, and I know that pen and this pen are all exactly the same.
And they're starting to get ringworm.
Yeah. Gotta get our male Holly.
Yeah.
So anyways, it's not in stone yet. We're going to monitor it as more groups of his calves come in, but we just know they've done enough studies. More milk, more gain. So
Yeah. Do you want to share what your dreams are, or how you wish this barn was to make bedding more easy?
yeah, bedding and ventilation. So we only have a curtain on one side of this barn. So that works okay when the wind's only coming from a certain direction, but if you get a north wind and it's cooler out, or a northwest wind sort of thing, then we have to put our curtain up, but we can't put this side down. Because as you can see, there's no curtain there. Now we could renovate it and put a curtain in, and I've thought about that too. But anyways, and then the other thing is, this barn does not have a scrape alley. So it's not too bad for the first pen where they're 4, 5, 6 months, but as they get a little bit older, along the manger, it's very quick to get messy. And those guys that have a scrape alley and pack in their heifer barn, and you can scrape that scrape alley out every other day, that gets a really lot of your manure, because that's
Where they poop.
where more than half of your manure is going to end up being. And if you can keep that out of the bedding and scrape that out of the barn, that keeps that ammonia smell out of the barn. So what we find we have to do is clean our barn out a lot more often than most guys with a pack barn. Like lately, since it's been mild, the last 2 months, I've been cleaning the pack out every 10 days. And a lot of guys in a pack barn will leave it 4, 5, 6 months. Whether that's ideal or not, I don't know, but it's definitely a lot longer than what we can get away with, and we just end up bedding so much because it's all damp underneath, and that ammonia smell gets to them, and you try to move a bit of air by opening things up, but you can only do so much when it's mild and damp.
Before they start getting sick.
Yeah, and so ideal in this barn would be to have a scrape alley the width of the skid steer, or a foot or two wider, and then clean it out, but we don't have a lot of width in here to do that. Well, we won't have a lot of pack left if we ended up doing that, so I don't know. We make it work for now, and use a little more straw, and
Dream up some plans for the future.
yeah. So, when I'm done cleaning out the heifers, I always spray off my skid steer. I use my skid steer for cleaning the heifer barn out and for feeding, so I don't really like it covered in manure.